Pisces, it's Scully Sati. Thank you so much for joining me on my channel to see what I see for you guys for the second half of May, May 16th through the 31st, 2019. And I just want to say, as always, that not all messages are going to resonate with everybody watching. But do come back to me, because if this doesn't resonate, I don't want you to force it. But do come back to me for next week for the weekly elementals. Or for a couple weeks from now when I focus specifically on Pisces for the first half of June. Oh my God, time is flying. And we'll see what's going on for you guys then, okay? Until then, I hope the next couple weeks serve to be very exciting and life-changing for you. So let's see what's going on. For you guys, I am going to use my Steampunk Tarot deck. And it just so happens that the High Priestess comes up there, and I love the High Priestess. That's my soul card. So this is a very wicked deck. I've had this for a few years, and I trust it completely. So let's see what's going on for Pisces for the next couple of weeks. All right, guys, what's going on from a Pisces crew? Ay, guys. Okay. All right. You guys have somebody coming back from the past. You got somebody spying on you right now with that Page of Swords. Okay. Page of Swords is messages about how we think about things. But the Page of Swords is also about watching, stalking, gathering information, intel, right? And then that's connected to this Devil card here, okay? So I'm really feeling like this has to do with somebody from the past that you've known to be in the devilish energy. And I feel like, you know, you've held strong before with this person with the Nine of Wands. That's about the strength that we have within ourselves to be able to, I feel like, walk away or stand up to this type of a person, okay? Because this person in the past that's trying to come back around with the Five of Swords was somebody that you would have argued with. Somebody who would have been pretty cold, pretty deceitful, okay? And I feel like, you know, there were a lot of lies. There was a lot of illusion that was going on there with the Moon card. And currently you may be, you know, kind of understanding why some things happened the way they did, right? Maybe starting to accept that, you know, this person's behavior was not indicative of you or your worth, but rather of the way that they think, right? The things that they still need to work on. And with the Ace of Swords here, I'm feeling like you definitely are starting to face some truths with this. This is about epiphanies, right? Harsh reality, things of that nature. So I feel like in the next couple of weeks, you might actually get some news perhaps from this person when they're coming back that kind of allows you to understand why something's happened in the past and why you shouldn't take this person back, okay? I am feeling like this person, you know, has not changed. This person would still prove to be a burden for you with the Ten of Wands, okay? This would have been somebody that would have been the type that you would have pretty much had to do everything for, lead, you know, make the plans, put all the energy into the relationship, okay? And this, keep in mind, doesn't have to be necessarily a romantic relationship, because I am picking on for some of you guys that this could be a family member that would have been very needy, very clingy, very non-reciprocal, okay? So they're taking from you, but they gave very little back to you. And being around them was something that was very burdensome. And yeah, and as I say that with the family member, with the Queen of Pentacles, this family member could be coming back to ask you for some money, okay? Coming back to try to get something from you again, because you've got your shit together, right? Like you don't need to go asking money from anybody, but this person may. So whether this is a friend, a family member, or a past relationship, I do feel like, you know, you would probably do better if you can, you know, not even give this person the time of day, right? But that's kind of hard to do with some family members sometimes, so I understand that. But I feel like where you're at in life right now is the Fool card, right? You're like, for one thing, having to do with this situation, you're not going to play the fool for them anymore, right? You're not going to just blindly give to them because you're sweethearted, right? This is more about you wanting to explore different avenues and different adventures without being held back by things from the past, right? And I feel like with the Six of Pentacles, You know, you're seeking that balance. You're seeking some kind of balance. And if this person's trying to come back to ask you for some kind of financial assistance, you know, you may be feeling like, well, what am I getting out of it? Right? And that's not a selfish thing for you to think, right? Because I feel like you've helped this person out before and have gotten nothing back. And as I say that, we got the Eight of Wands card, which is about quick communication coming in. Okay, so this person may try to catch you off guard with their message, like you haven't heard from them in months, possibly years, and they're coming back with a sob story right away. And that's how you're going to be able to click in and know, like, this person hasn't changed at all. This person is still the damsel in distress, right? And that's not gender specific, but just feeling like, you know, again, this person's only coming back into your life because they need something from you and they're not wanting to offer you anything at all. In fact, this person is more of the aloof, cold, emotionally distant soul, right? So, you know, the only time you see emotion from them is basically when they are crying crocodile tears, okay? And this is a very specific message for certain people that I'm picking up on, because I see that you guys have done a lot of work on yourself with the Eight of Pentacles. And I also feel like you work really hard at your job, at your business. You know, this is something like you earn your money, right? And so you don't want to just freely give it to somebody who has done nothing to earn it from you. You know, your good heart aside, this is really about, you know, sometimes these type of people that are used to relying on other people for their livelihood, you know, sometimes they need that tower moment where somebody says no to them, where they're kind of left to their own devices to be able to survive, right? Because these types of people, you know, are, you know, they're professional pity parties, you know? They're always talking about a sob story. They're always talking about how the world is against them, you know, how nobody wants to help them out. And yet, how many times would this person have been able to pay their rent without somebody helping them out, you know? But this is the type of person where they don't remember any of the stuff that you've done for them before as soon as you tell them no, okay? Because they don't appreciate it. They're entitled, right? So I'm really feeling for Pisces, this is going to be a lesson for both this person and for you. You know, essentially, if you keep giving this person something or people like this without receiving anything back, including respect, right? You're essentially enabling this person's behavior, right? So I feel like this is coming back around for you guys to be able to say, like, you know what? You've gotten all you can from me. I wish you the best of luck. I'm sending you some healing energy, but I cannot help you out with this, right? And watch how this person turns on you. Watch how this person will all of a sudden be like, see, you've never helped me. You know, you're selfish, blah, blah, blah. And they'll start projecting their stuff onto you. Okay. And that'll be kind of that validation of you made the right decision. You made the right choice to, you know, stop giving handouts as you would have in the past, right? You see, he's offering something to her, right? And that's what you did in the past. You've been a good person that this person has taken advantage of, right? And you've given and given, and this person is not giving you really anything back besides burdens, right? And this person does this to themselves, right? Nine of Swords. Nine of Swords is about feeling very anxious. It's about feeling very trapped in thoughts, very confused, very in their head, right? And the Nine of Swords is really something that's self-induced at that point. Okay, this is about, you know, choosing to constantly have that circular thinking of what's wrong in their life, right? And feeling like they're stuck, like they can't do anything. They have no power. They're powerless. They're helpless to be able to do anything about their own situation, right? And that's when they start turning to the different people that have helped them before. And, you know, you're not the only one, Pisces. That's what I'm feeling. This person has a network of people that they leech off of. So this is really going to be good for this person. And I know it goes against your sweet nature, right? Because you're an emotional sign, but it's going to actually be good for this person to be able to be told no and try to figure out how they're going to do this on their own. Because I do feel like this is a karmic thing for them. They are going to have to go through their destruction. This Ten of Swords, they go from the Nine of Swords to the Ten of Swords. Ten of Swords is about feeling very, very helpless, like it's dead in the water, you know, like they're ruined, right? And essentially they have to go through their shit pit, is what I call it, you know, so that they can really decide for themselves, am I going to stay here and rot, or am I going to rise, right? You know, so I really feel like this is going to be very tempting for you to go back to your old ways of helping this person out of this misplaced loyalty. You may have known this person for years and years. This could be a childhood friend. Like I said, it could be an old lover. It could be a family member. But this is definitely somebody who plays their role very well. So expect to hear from somebody, for the ones I'm tapping into, probably in the next couple of weeks. And this is really a test for you to be able to say, I don't want to engage in this kind of exchange anymore, right? I don't want to be this person's host anymore to leech off of. And what that's going to do is, you know, send a signal to them that it's time for them to take control of their lives like you have, right? Because you're successful. You got your shit going on, right? But you're still able to pay your bills. You're still able to do stuff independently. And it's time for this person to grow up and start figuring out, you know, how they're going to be able to take care of themselves. And as long as we have other people that are enabling them, they're not going to learn that lesson. But what I'm feeling is like, as you say no, I'm feeling like other people are going to start saying no to them as well, you know, and it's really going to hopefully have that effect on them where they rise from their own ashes of that tower moment, okay? Because the tower is about, you know, extreme external transformation. It's like a phoenix rising from the ashes, right? So they're going to really have to decide for themselves, you know, am I going to stay like this, or am I going to try to move towards victory for myself, right? So it's a pivotal time for them. But it's also a pivotal time for you, Pisces, because this is about you saying no, because you need something that's reciprocal, right? You can't just keep letting people take advantage of you guys because you have a good nature, okay? All right, my beautiful and sensitive Pisces, I hope this was helpful for you. I love positive comments. I love it, especially if this resonates with you. I love to hear about it. And if you want me to look into your situation a little bit deeper, feel free to contact me at the information below, and I would be more than happy to set up a one-on-one with you guys, okay? Until next week when I release the weekly elementals, I wish you guys a beautiful next coming week and a good last couple of weeks of May, and I will be back with you very soon. Thanks, Pisces. Bye.